Greetings, microscopists. My name's Eric Miller, and you've reached part 3 in our series on how to purchase an electron microscope. This time, we're going to be continuing our discussion from the last video on how to submit a spec sheet. Now, this tip I'm going to give you may not be something that you're going to pull out of your playbook every single time, but it's going to be really helpful for you, especially with larger purchases. One of the best ways to ensure that you're getting the very best answers from each of the vendors is to overstate your requirements. So, what does that mean? You want each vendor that you contact to give you the best possible results. So you give them impossible goals to reach and then see how high they're willing to jump. As an example, let's say you request an SEM that gets 1 nanometer of resolution while simultaneously putting out 500 nanoamps of current. Well, either of those specifications could be met by any of a number of different instruments, but to do them both simultaneously, I think that might be impossible. So one of the things you're going to want to specify in the request is that you want a response from each of the vendors, even if they can't meet any of the specs. Otherwise, you're not going to get any responses. So when a vendor looks at these numbers and says, "Oh, there's no way we can do this," they'll have to sit down and discuss it internally and give you an answer like, "Sorry, this specification is not doable by us or probably any vendor, but our instrument can perform at 2 nanometers of resolution at 200 nanoamps of current." Or, something that's basically more reasonable. So, what does this get you? First, it's unlikely that anyone went through your list of insane demands and simply said, "Comply to everything." And if they did, you should maybe re-examine doing business with that company. Secondly, you've got the best actual numbers that vendor is now willing to put in writing. Once it's in writing, that manufacturer knows that if you purchase their instrument, they're going to have to back up that claim somehow. What the manufacturer never wants is to have a customer unwilling to sign off on the installation of the instrument because the instrument can't perform at the level that was promised. Or even worse, you, the customer, discover after installation that the instrument can't perform as was promised, and you cancel the sale outright and make the instrument manufacturer take it back. Any of these types of outcomes incur huge costs on the manufacturer, and they will usually do anything they can to prevent something like that from happening. Even so, Eric, how do you know someone's not just blowing smoke in your face and telling you things you want to hear? I have 2 answers for that. First, the salesman's job is to tell you things you want to hear, so why are you even asking me this question? The other, more useful answer is that this is the reason why you should always get a demo. Make the manufacturer prove their claims before you buy. That's all I've got for you today. I hope it was informative for you, so please subscribe so you can come back for future episodes on how to learn how to purchase an electron microscope. Check out my socials and please contact me if you're interested in having me come to your site and teach you how to use your SEM. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.